Hi there. We are on to week 32, day 1, and we're going to be introduced to yet another one of the minor prophets, this time Habakkuk, and the 3 chapters that make up the book according to his name. In this particular book, we see the prophet Habakkuk carry on a dialogue with God. You know, how many times have we heard or even told others that prayer is talking with God? Well, here Habakkuk really is doing this. He's having a conversation with God. And among the things that he asks is how God can allow his people to live so violently and contrary to God's ways. As part of the response that Habakkuk receives is that the people will be judged by the nation, the empire of Babylon. Which brings yet another question to Habakkuk's mind. How can God use an even more violent and ungodly people to measure or to treat his own people? And God points out that God's judgment will come upon all who fail to live according to God's ways, and that it is the righteous who are the ones who need not fear. Do we live in a state of righteousness? Or do we live according to our own ways, our own desires, without regard for others? In the midst of all of this, at the very end, we see that the book ends with a beautiful plea on behalf of Habakkuk for the people, a beautiful plea for mercy, a reflection on how God delivered the people from Egypt, and as a result, we can trust that God will deliver us as well, and a psalm of praise to God regardless of difficult circumstances. I think that we can count our modern times as some difficult circumstances that we have had to face. We've seen them on the global level, we've seen them on the medical level, we've seen them in our personal lives. But in spite of all of these circumstances, God is still the one to praise and to know is worthy of our praise because God cares for us and loves us, and God's mercy is shared with us and rains down on us each and every day.